I'm sorry, what? Huh? Oh, should we play some D&D?
Let's get started. So we are DadBodDnd. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and those of you who are already in the chat giving us your interpretation of Nicolas Cage and Christmas Vacation. I want to say thank you. But let's get the announcements out of the way. So we are sponsored by Skull Splitter. If you're in need of some new metal dice or just some dice to have to throw around, get it? See what I did there? You can go ahead and click the link below. You can click the link below, and it will take you to Skull Splitter. And using promo code DadBod, all one word, all capitalized, and you'll get 10% off your first order. Also, if you're interested in following the amazing shenanigans that we have, you can follow us at Twitter. Anywhere you can find DadBod when you Google it. D&D. It's probably DadBodDnd is better. If you search for DadBods, you may get some interesting pictures of shirtless men.
Can confirm.
You're put on a mailer.
You put on a mailer, yeah. So we send Brittany shirtless men pictures that have dad bods.
Just constantly, just all the time. Nothing but it.
Kidding. So yeah, as you can see, we are down one tonight. So we will be running with a 5-person crew, and I mean we will miss Kylie. She'll be back hopefully next week though. So I think she has like parties or something. She's being popular, whatever. So that's fine. Anyways,
she has a life.
Yeah, she has a life outside of DadBod, which is okay. We're okay with that. But yeah, anywhere DadBod is, Twitter, Discord down below. We talk in there constantly. We have a lot of good times. Every Friday night, if you're listening in the podcast land, we are on Twitch at twitch.tv/DadBodDnd, all one word. Every Friday night, 8:30 Central, which is where we're at right now. If you're also in podcast land, come to our Twitch, hang out with us while we're streaming. And also, if you like what you're hearing, leave a review. It helps us out. It helps us climb the ranks to get more exposure and to bring you that great quality content that you are also familiar with. Anything else?
Great announcements, Bob.
It's a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. It's okay.
Rusty.
I'll give Audrey a quarter too, Audrey. Do you see this mole? It keeps changing colors.
Well, you keep touching it. This is the quotes from the movie, Brittany,
come on.
that you don't know.
Come on. Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh, my God. Oh.
I got to say.
Oh God, I can't.
So these are all quotes that, without the context, I just want to let you know what a weird, surreal moment I'm in right now, where it's just like this constant stream of grossness that I'm like, is this a quote or are they saying things to me?
Chris is mildly uncomfortable. He has headaches.
Yeah, you see me like wiggling a lot. It's
no kidding. So, how about we play some TNT? Are there any other announcements we would like to?
Let's play some D&D.
Let's play some D&D. Also, I guess I should say we did stream last night, 8:30 Central for the podcast, which is Thursday nights. And if you want to play some one-shots with us, it is in the Discord. Travis set up some new rules. All you have to say is, I want in.
Exclamation point, I want in, all one word.
I want in.
And it'll add you right to the group.
Give you the role, add you to the group, and you'll be on your way to playing a one-shot with us here at DadBodDnd. That's all you gotta do. So, awesome. Let's get started. So, where we left off last week, you guys are still waiting around for Mert. Still trying to figure out the contraption that Mr. Jackson is playing with. Can't quite figure that out yet. But then you were, I'll say, accosted by some cultists that seem to be looking for Valerian for some unknown reason. And then there was maybe some come to Jesus moments between our paladin, and our warlock. So it was all good conversation. If you missed it, go back and watch it, then come back and hang out with us. But we are ready to jump in. So where you guys left off was, Brittany, you got the medallions off of the cultists, and you all head inside. Their bodies are kind of shoved out of the way of the street. So,
Oh fuck! I forgot about the bodies. Yeah, cool. We get another episode of trying to get rid of some bodies.
We are pretty good at that. I forgot how to do my voice. Oh my god. Somebody
Yeah,
else
that's been a
talk
while.
until I figure it out.
Just do
So-
the Bobby Hill. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to remember what happened. I don't.
So, okay,
we fought them, right?
We fought them, and they were looking for Val. They were like, "Hey, give us that guy."
That's right.
And we were like, "No." And they were like, "Okay, well, dead then." And then Bob tried to kill me, but I was immune to poison. And
Val
I
turned
didn't
himself into
ever
me.
die on my first session.
That's right. And
Yeah,
then
I
Kylie
disguised
gets rid of it by
myself.
healing us.
but that did drop because of
Right, I dropped to 0, so
because you were 0.
and then brought back up. But so I remember like we just booked it and went back inside. Right?
Yep, that is correct.
I delayed
Yeah.
a little bit because I was moving the bodies into a more respectful kind of way, still out in the open, and taking the medallion off of one of them. So I didn't go in with everybody else.
And the medallion had a like insignia on it that's in the handouts in Discord, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay. Let's
We were talking off stream about like all of our open quests. Maybe we can talk about that in a minute.
I was going to ask Alesta what did you find on those bodies?
I found this medallion. It seems like some sort of religious symbol. Val, why were they looking for you?
Did you hear that scream? Is there somebody out in the streets?
There probably is. It is water. It is
There's
Waterdeep.
There's people in the streets. I do not know why they are looking for me, and I do not like that people come to my doorstep and say we are looking for Val. It does not make me happy. I have never seen that symbol before in my life. I have no idea. I just know that.
Have I ever seen that symbol before? Like from hanging out with Val? Like, is he telling? I'm trying to figure out if he's telling the truth.
Yeah, can I do an insight check?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I rolled for last. I mean, Chris, the player, is being honest that I've never seen that before. So I guess we can. I don't remember if I did a check, if I knew it, if Val knew it.
Let's assume you all did.
Alesta did. Alesta did because she found out it's religious, and she had something.
Let's assume you didn't. If you would want to roll a check, I'll go and do that.
Okay, I'll just roll.
What kind of check?
Do a
I mean, it's garbage either way. But
religion would be fine.
okay, it's a 4.
Yeah.
Mine
If
is a 16.
I'm wanting to know. I don't think I'm doing the same check because I want to know if I have seen it before, because I'm trying to figure out if Val is lying.
If you want to figure out Val's line, do an insight check.
Okay.
And Val, if you're uncontested, you give him the answer.
Well,
Would you roll, Devin?
Hang on. I rolled a natural 20, but it's a 19. I've got -1 modifier.
Nice.
And I rolled a 15, which plus 2 is 17. That's how math works.
Okay. So Templeton, you know that he's not lying. So he really doesn't know what this symbol is.
Okay.
And Alesta, in your studies of just religion and understanding it, there's good and a bad. That this symbol is tied to someone named Fierna. I'll put it in chat for everybody.
You said to someone, like
Or something.
a goddess, a goddess.
Yeah.
And so I also rolled an insight check on Val to see like if he was telling the truth about like I don't know why they're here. Is that contested or like is that accurate too?
Nope. He's not lying. And that was so you rolled a 16 for religion. You rolled a 17 for the insight.
Yeah, I do not know what that symbol is. Alesta, do you happen to know?
It is a symbol I believe to Goddess Fierna. That's really all that I know right now. Do I know anything else, Bob? Do I know like what she's the goddess of? Do I know like is she evil? Is she like a badass?
She's evil.
Okay.
Oof.
Like evil like we're gonna like prison industrial complex evil or like evil like dark magic evil?
Evil like she rules one of the co-rules one of the layers of hell. How about that?
Yes, she co-rules one of the layers of hell.
Oh,
So
that is just great. We have this on our
she's not the
doorstep.
good one. No.
Okay. I mean, can we? I am thinking we need to get this house back to Volo as soon as we can. It is nothing but trouble. Well, this is great. So we have these dead bodies from some devil from hell, and they know my name. So now what?
Well, I don't think that getting rid of the property is going to fix it, but that I can tell that you honestly don't know what you've done here or what you've done to piss them off or why they're looking for you. Is that right?
That is very correct. This is not my style to be out in the open like this, and it is I must be slipping. I usually nobody knows who I am.
Well, Val, if that's the case, then I will promise you that I will be by your side until we solve this. You should not have to worry about some folks who are worshippers of one of the ladies of hell following you. And I swear by my honor that I will stand by you until we solve this.
Well, I will take your word, and I will gladly have you by my side, because I cannot do this by myself. So I guess we need to figure out what we are doing with those bodies out there. And do we need to go talk to our friend in the across the way over there? What's her name? Sidra.
So as you guys look outside, you do see people are starting to gather.
Oh shit.
Maybe we should just tell the city guard what happened. Like tell them the truth. Like tell them now. Don't because they're going to ask us. Like they always ask us. So maybe we tell
They do
them.
already think we're up to no good. So that might not be the worst idea, but it might also be setting us up for trouble too.
I mean, with the city watch, it can really go either way. But I think that Templeton is right. We really should at least attempt to tell the truth. Otherwise, it's just going to be worse.
I think I agree, because we need to get more hands on this than just ours. We need to get the City Watch kind of on our side, because I mean, we are not doing anything to bring these people to here. At least I am being honest. I do not know these people. I don't know why they would come looking for me, especially, and that we should let the city guard know it's not. There's nothing shady about it on our end. So I agree. We should go talk, or at least go out there and be a representative of, the block, and make sure that the right story is being told.
If we look, is it just the people who live or work around us, or do we see guards or anything like that showing up yet?
You notice that there are people that live in Troll Skull Alley that you've seen before are out there. I mean, it's gathering a lot of looky-loos from that are just passing by and in the area.
Well, I don't care about them. I more care about the watch.
I'm going to go outside, and one of the looky-loos, I'm going to say, "Go get the city guard."
Okay, did you do this?
Go get the city guard now.
Okay, and that person just takes off.
Okay, so
I mean, I guess we stand around here until Neighborhood Watch decides to get on that.
Good old Neighborhood Watch. They're the worst. So about 5 minutes passes, and a contingent of 3 city guard walk up through the alley. And Jackson, you notice one is the one that you've took on a tour of your house and showed him your Volo book. And so they come up and they're like, "All right, give us some space, people. We're going to I need you guys to back up a little bit. If you've seen anything, stand over here. If you're just looking, please leave."
We should have just put the bodies in the exact same position of the last murder tape that was left from the last time people died outside our front door.
It's just going to be completely chalked over from all the outlines.
I'll go stand over on whichever side designates. I saw what happened. I seen
it's
some
its own
shit.
queue now. They have ropes and barricades and stuff. that
Take
form
a
the
number.
line.
Now questioning number 15.
Okay, so yeah, that's cool. And you're first in line, Templeton. Perfect. So, what is it that you saw? I mean, clearly there's murder here.
We were attacked outside our house.
Wait, so you guys did this?
We defended ourselves. They had daggers and magic spells. We had been to see the fortune teller that's down at the end of the road, and these guys, they were not very nice, and they tried to steal my friend, and they won't be doing that anymore.
Well, I can see that. Which friend were they trying to steal?
Alesta's just gonna.
They were trying to steal me. They told me that I had to come with them.
Okay. And when they attacked you, you just killed them?
Yeah, I hit them really hard. And I don't remember much after that. I go to the shadows sometimes, and I don't remember what happened.
Okay.
Is Alesta like right there? Like in? Are we all standing together? Or
Yeah,
is
you guys
Templeton,
are
like...
you guys are pretty within earshot.
Okay. So I mean, Alesta will just like be like, "What's your name, sir?"
I am City Watch Guard 2.
All right.
That's his name, TEU.
All right, Mr. Two.
I'm just a red shirt. Don't make fun of me.
Oh no. What my friend here says is mostly true. The people in question asked one of us to come with them, and they summoned imps, which I don't know how familiar you are with imps, but they're never good.
Is that what these little winged creatures are?
You are very observant. Yes, that is exactly what they are. They're only able to be summoned through dark magic. So I'm sure you can understand, once we were up against these things, we did have to attack them, and we did do this because we did need to protect ourselves and protect the people around. They did this in the middle of the street.
Okay, well, so if you guys just want to hang around, we'll figure out what to do. And I mean, if your friend, and he points to you, Templeton. If your friend is blacking out and murdering people, we should probably look into that. He says he doesn't remember doing it.
You are a city guard. You're no stranger to battle, right?
Yeah, my name was 2.
Yes. What I'm getting at is, you know what adrenaline can do in the middle of battle. I'm sure you have been in situations where you don't remember the middle of things either.
Well, I mean, we're trained to handle this kind of stuff, ma'am.
Yes, I'm sure. And you also have bodies and chemical reactions.
Yeah, we go through a pretty rigorous training protocol that
stops all of that. It stops all of
steals
all of
your
that.
mind, one might say. Like metal.
Why would one say that? Why would one say
Because
steals
it's like
your
a
mind?
metal trap that. I'm gonna need you to just stand over there and wait until we're through. Questioning everybody.
A metal. Okay. All right. Do you have a card or something?
I mean, like a playing card. I mean, we're on the job. I can't really play cards right now.
Playing card.
They really thank you too. I feel better knowing that you're on the case here.
Oh, you're very welcome. We're here to protect and serve.
I'm sure. Yes, thank you. All right.
And so he's gonna, I guess, and he points to you, Valerian. So what is it that you saw?
I saw what my friends here said happened. That these people came running around the building, and they were calling for my friend, and we obviously had to intervene and protect ourselves.
Did you know any of these people?
I have never seen these people before in my life. Do any of them look familiar to you?
Do you know why they might be trying to kidnap your friend?
That is unknown to us at this time. We are hoping that you, the City Watch, would be able to take on this case and figure it out. Like I said, we do not know these people.
Okay, well, we'll do what we can to investigate and, protect this area. Just if you guys want to just not go anywhere too far, we may have some more questions for you.
Yes, we will be in our house right there, and we will wait.
Oh, you guys live here.
Yeah, you've
We've,
been here before.
We've been called out here a few times.
Yes. Maybe the foot patrols in this area need to kind of pick up a little bit. We are constantly under bombardment.
What? I mean, do you think maybe it's something that you're doing?
No, all that we did was we went to a play, we bought some firewood, we're just cleaning up the house, and we are just getting nothing but flack for it.
We think some people were mad that we got the house.
Could be it.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Who would be mad at you?
The people who didn't get the house, but wanted the house.
Do you have any names?
Just people, just people, real estate people, business people, bar owners in the area.
Flippers.
So bar owners, they're. I mean.
Do you remember that guy we talked to after we watched the play, Emic Froon? He said something
No,
about...
it wasn't him. He was very nice.
Well, that's what they want you to think, is he's a nice guy, and then he comes around and he slaps you in the face. You might want to check him out, Mr. Froon.
And
I'll lean into Mr. 2 and say, it wasn't him. He was really nice. He congratulated us.
Where was Mr. Froon's establishment?
Do you not know? He is on Lindborn Alley.
I mean, there's a lot of fine establishments in the area that I'm not familiar with all of them. No.
Well, he is just down the street here, and I'll point in the direction. He would be a good place to start. I mean, one, he owns a bar down that way, and where better to get information from is the local watering hole. And two, I don't like the way he smells.
Why are you doing this?
Are you talking to me, Templeton?
Yeah. It wasn't him.
I can't tell. Is that Templeton or is that Devin?
That's Templeton.
Okay.
is I need to get back into that voice. It's really weird to get into.
Templeton, you do not see the things that I see. Because I am down low and I look up, I see things differently. And some people have different intentions behind their words that you may not understand. I'm saying, I'm just asking this man, Mr. 2, go talk to him. And if he's a good guy, he'll give information, and he'll tell him what he knows.
Okay.
Templeton's just kind of staring at you.
Two's gonna lean into you, Valerian, and go, may want to watch out. He seems to just forget things.
I know how to handle him.
But I want to say thank you guys for cooperating, and like I said earlier, don't go too far, and we'll be talking to you. We'll be around the neighborhood for a while to see if we can find whoever may have done this. I mean, it's pretty serious and egregious offense that we do not like a lot of murder in the city.
That is true. Neither do we.
Yes, murder is bad.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. But we'll be talking. Don't go anywhere. Well, I guess you can go places. Just don't go too far.
Okay, Mr. Two. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank
Before
you
you go,
for your time.
Oh yeah, of course. Before you go, I just want to suggest some brain training activities, like Sudoku is a good
Our
thing.
minds are like a steel trap.
Speaking of
Nothing in,
steel
nothing
traps,
out.
no, you know what? Another day. We have other things to do. But yes, steel traps. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your help. And he walks and starts talking to some other people.
I think we need to go inside. We need to make a plan.
I think I understand why Waterdeep is the way that it is.
You are looking
Me too.
at. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna head back inside.
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go back in as well.
And as you guys go in, you see some other city watch coming, and they're starting to cover up the bodies and, start to take care of the scene.
Good. That is not our mess out there any longer. But we need to figure out what it is we are doing. We have a couple of plans that we can go follow while, the City Watch figure out their case out there. We have some things that we can do. We need to figure out the game plan. One of them is Jackson. What is up with that tool? I mean, I don't believe the fuck was the puppet's name, Nim.
Yes, Nim.
I don't
Well,
believe
Nimble,
Nim
right.
just gave you that for no reason.
I don't
got
think
to
so
do
either. It definitely does something. I mean, we see it spin a little, but it's not reacting. I can't figure out why. I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's like a ranged thing. So I think we talked the other day about going back to talk to Nim, see if he can't tell us some more info about it, or at least somebody there. And I think we'll be able to test that theory and also just ask how this thing's supposed to work. Because I can't get it to react to anything else. It has to be like a range thing or something.
So, I mean, maybe, yes, we could go back and check that out, or I don't know if you want to spend this day just sitting with it and making sure you have checked all the possible boxes about what it can and cannot do. What else do we need to do? And I guess this is the metagaming moment where we can have a conversation. Because I'm struggling here about where we need to go.
Yeah, so I don't remember where we posted the list. Let me go see if I can find it. Shit,
So
where did
you
we put that list at?
You have
Here it is.
the
Nope,
Black
go ahead.
Tower, Blackstaff Tower. with
Vajra.
Vajra. You're waiting for Mert. You have the Nimble, right, that you're trying to track down. There's one other.
Sidra.
Sidra, which was the second.
But I'm kind of
And
scared
then
of her.
Steel Underpants. I mean, that was the other one.
Well, what if, Jackson, here's, I think, what we can do. We walk back to Blackstaff Tower, and we see if we can get a conversation with Vajra. I don't like that she was in my head, and we have not talked to her yet. I'm assuming it's a her. And then on the way, you kind of fiddle with that stick of yours, and we see if anything happens.
Is that where we found Nim?
No.
Where did we
No.
talk to Nim?
Nim was in
Nim
a
was
sea
at
ward.
it was at
Sea
like
Ward.
a temple that like worshipped like the
House of the
god of-
Inspired Hand.
Okay.
It's like the Church of Science.
Okay.
Gone.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds like a good idea. I mean, I need to take this thing all over and see how it reacts and to
But-
different places
Well-
and things. So And we need to go.
Who is Vajra?
Well, before
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
before you came into our life, one night or one morning, I woke up and there was a voice in my head, and they said, "Come see Vajra at the Blackstaff Tower." And that is all I know.
We went once and nobody answered.
Went, and nobody answered. I left a note for her to maybe come talk to us, but that's not happening. But I don't think we need to backtrack our steps to go see Nim. We know that the little whirligig does not work down that path, right? So maybe we take a new path and we see if we get any hits, and if we don't, then we go somewhere else.
We did talk about maybe going back and seeing if anyone, because we got kind of rushed out of the Church of the Inspired Hand.
Oh, why was that?
Who's to say?
So like maybe someone there could like help us out, or maybe there's a piece there that we're missing or something. I think we should go talk to Vajra. There's even a chance that if she's a magic-y person, like maybe she can figure out the contraption.
Well, and yes, maybe if not, we can make like a triangle. We go to Blackstaff Tower. If that is a big nothing, then we go up to back to the Temple of Gond, and
get some lunch while we're out, a bagel and a schmear.
Make it back home. I know that right now I am sitting at 11 hit points, so if we want, I would like to take maybe a short rest.
I don't really know what those words mean in the way that you're putting them together, but a rest seems good as well. Bob, would I recognize the name Vajra in any capacity, either like religion or through my crime fighting spree in Waterdeep?
No.
Okay.
My crime fighting spree.
I am the knight.
I'm a Lester.
I'm a Lester.
So can I take a short rest here? Are we cool with that, or do we want to get moving?
Yeah.
What time is it? Is it like...
It's early
thought it was-
in the morning.
Oh, so we've been up for 24 hours?
I thought we went. I can't remember. I want to say I thought that we went to bed and then we woke up. We were attacked like while we were eating breakfast or right after breakfast or something. But
That's right.
I might be getting our battles confused.
I mean, it's kind of like the same.
Okay.
We can take a short rest, though.
Yeah, I'm going to sit down and
For now.
kind of clean myself up a little bit, and I'll roll a hit dice.
Okay, so as you guys are doing that, where are we going? Do you want to go to
Vajra.
Blackstaff or back to Temple of the Gond? Vajra?
My vote is Blackstaff, and then if that's a big no, then head back north and go to Temple of the God.
Okay.
Anybody disagree?
Everybody go with
Which one was Vajra at?
Blackstaff.
It's
Alexis.
right. It's west of the market.
No, but which one of the two that you said was? 'Cause you said we should go
First
to.
one.
Okay, then yes, I agree with that.
Vajra
Sorry.
first, Gone second.
Yes.
One, it's a new path, and you can fiddle with your
Mhm.
fiddle stick
Dilly-doos.
Yep.
on the way there.
Should probably save that for a private time.
Well,
I agree with both of those comments.
hey, waist down, not on.
Waste not, want not. I don't get the waste. Alright. Brittany's
Moving
face
on.
said it all. So it's about an hour walk to Blackstaff.
Yes.
It is a little colder today, so there's not too many people out. You haven't had any big snows in a while, so it's maybe 3 inches, 4 inches left of what hasn't melted. But as you walk through the streets and you kind of, when you're between like an alley and between two tall buildings, you get a nice little reprieve. But once you hit like the main streets, the wind just whips and it chills you to your bone. So you make it to Blackstaff Tower, and as we said, it's a very tall tower. What do you want to do? And before we do this, Jackson, are you fiddling with the
I was gonna say I want to like the best I can be over Jackson's shoulder and just kind of watching him and see if I can glean anything off of him messing around with it as we're walking.
Yeah, I would say that I've at least been trying it on and off from the time we left the manor all the way to basically getting to the front door of the place.
So, okay, as you get closer, so as you move southwest for the most part, the umbrella spins slightly faster than it did.
Did you see that, Val? It's not just me, it's going a little faster now, right?
And I'll kind of like turn him. Do I know because we're going that direction that it's spinning faster?
It's just like in the area. So if you like turn him and you move him, it doesn't change how fast it spins.
Okay. Yes, this is definitely moving faster than when we were back at home.
Oh boy, we're onto something.
Okay. Just
keep going. I think right.
As long as that keeps moving faster. If it starts to slow down, we maybe change course.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm gonna kind of excitedly kind of pick up my pace a little. I'm not like running, but I'm not even jogging, but like maybe mall walking speed, power walking a little bit.
Okay, so you have by this point you've made it to Blackstaff Tower, and I mean I'm gonna say you guys probably right here is when it started to pick up a little bit. As you get to Blackstaff Tower, it's going at about the same speed. It hasn't really changed.
Okay.
Damn, I thought we were onto something. I think we still are, but
that is so
disappointing. It didn't move any faster.
You said by the market it started?
To go a little bit faster, yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we after we're done here at the tower, we backtrack to that point, and we can maybe fan out and try different directions. But we are here, so we might as well go see. Hopefully, she is awake, and the door is open. I will go up to the door and I'll jiggle the handle.
Jiggle the handle. Okay. Yeah, it's open.
Oh, this was not open last time. Unless
was it locked last time, or did we just not go in because that would be like breaking and entering?
It was both.
I thought it was locked.
Yeah, we definitely tried.
I left a note. Is my note still there, or is it gone?
Your note's gone.
Okay. Alesta, I have no idea what we are going to find up here. But can we please be diplomatic and not arouse the city guard?
I will do my absolute best not to arouse anything.
Okay, that is a deal.
I wanna do divine sense.
Oh,
okay.
Like it.
What does that do?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest.
Okay. Yeah, you don't pick up anything. So as you guys walk into this tower, it is much bigger than it appeared from the outside, and there's a lot of like desks and books and individual, like, it looks like classrooms to an extent. And as you guys walk in, you are met by, you should all be able to see this handout in Roll20 if you're not in there. You guys are the worst. I'll put it in Discord.
I see it.
Ooh, Vajra, I like your haircut.
Yeah.
If you're not in Roll20, don't worry. I'll put it in the handouts in...
I like her boots.
Some bitchin' boots, bro.
Bitchin' boots. Yeah, so... She's mid-30s, early 30s. She does know what Full House is and the DuckTales and stuff like that. She can name the Ninja Turtles.
Okay, I know. I know DuckTales. Mostly because, you know what? Never mind. No, I know DuckTales
because of the new series that's on right
The
now.
most recent remake.
because of Brendan Urie singing it on Conan.
Woohoo. Is
Do you know what
anybody else
malls
in
are?
this room?
No, it does appear to be pretty empty right now.
And is it circular like the tower, or does it have like a hallway and then it breaks off into other rooms?
It's circular. You walk into this giant
Okay.
foyer of, and at the very bottom, it is like classroom, open classroom that has like 30 chairs in it. With around the outside is all just floor to ceiling bookshelves. And so she greets you.
Any stairs going up? Like,
Yeah, there's
Up the
stairs
top. Okay,
that
all
would go upwards. And so, as you can see, she's, about 5'8", fair, darker complexion, black hair, and she is wielding a black staff, oddly enough.
oh, that makes sense.
She's like, hello, Valerian, it's good to see you.
And I assume she's looking at me.
Yes.
I do not believe that we have met before, but you must be Vajra.
Yes, you are correct. I have heard of your deeds from Raynor. Never.
Oh,
if you
yes,
remember.
I had a guilty look for a second.
No, she's good with that. And I have a proposition for you. We here at Blackstaff Tower have a group called the Grey Hands, or Force Grey, which sounds pretty cool, right? It's like superheroes. We offer private security is one way to say it, and it's a well-paying job, and we're always looking for members of your caliber, and the speed at which you saved Raynor can't go unnoticed. So we I would like to offer you a job, all of you. I mean, clearly this is a party that goes adventuring.
First of all, what are some of the things that Raynor told you about us?
Well, your professionalism, your speed, your skill.
All of those are true about this party. So you want us to become like security guards for people who need it, or
Well, you would just take odd jobs that we have here.
Well, Vajra, I do have to say, we have been contracted by some other people in town, and we have not been paid yet. So, what is the payment schedule? Like,
When can we expect our paycheck? How soon? When is our first payday?
upon completion, like we meet immediately, because, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I will be straight up. We are kind of hurting for gold. We need some capital to do some things, and we don't want to do a job and not get paid.
Well, here's the deal. And what I'm going to say you may not like right away, but until I can, test your worth first, the payment will be small. So the first task is, errand of sorts that I'm kind of low on, internal resources that, we could test your might to an extent.
Okay, I mean, I like the opportunity, but again, okay, I think, what is this job that you need? I mean, do I have to commit first before you tell me the details,
no.
or?
No. I mean, it's kind of an open-ended offer, and if you're interested, you're interested. If not, so be it. There's no hard feelings from my end. But it's pretty simple. You are asked to seek out Hlam.
Excuse me.
Do you need?
I will
You
pull
better
out my
back that
tissue. What is?
He's a monk actually that lives up in the caves here in Waterdeep, and he's
What is his name again?
it's Hlam.
Hlim.
And he is he's a nosy type of guy. So here in the mountains of Waterdeep, you get a good sense of what's happening. You can see the big picture if you get what I mean. But I just want you to ask him about the threats of the city. Simple, right?
Well, I can tell you there are the Zentarum and Xanathar's Guild are threats in the city right now.
And we are well aware of those. But I will, his interesting perspective is what I'm looking for. But I will warn you, do not overstay your welcome with him.
Okay, in and out. Just ask what the threats are.
Seems simple enough.
Can I try to get a feel for her intentions or what she's doing? Can I get a feel for her intentions? Do I trust her? Does she seem trustworthy? Does it seem like we're walking into something super suspicious?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Can I do that too? I think I'd probably be kind of studying her.
Okay, so that would be a... Oh, what is that? +2. Okay, so that would be a 7.
I was 17 as well.
17. You get she's pretty trustworthy, and when she specifically said no hard feelings if you reject the job, she meant it. There's no hard feelings. She doesn't change her posture. She keeps a pretty straight face as she's talking, so she's very serious to an extent, and time is valuable.
Does she look kind? Does she have a kind? Is there any or you said she's just pretty stoic and serious?
Yeah, she's pretty stoic and serious, but everything, she's been very welcoming to you. She's not,
Okay.
short or anything, but time is money.
Time is money too, guys.
Vajra,
Yes.
I value honor, and I value not being an asshole. Would the jobs that you have in mind for us violate either of those two values that I hold?
Yeah, I mean, we here stay on the good, the right side of the law. We try to do what's best for its citizens, and we, just help watch those that can't watch themselves.
All right.
Okay, Vajra, we have something you can kind of help us figure this out, and I will point to Jackson and his. We were given this tool to track somebody down with, and we haven't quite figured out what it does. Have you seen anything like this before?
Can I see it?
Walk over, hand it to her.
She takes it and runs. I'm just kidding. Fooled you, fuckers! No,
Screw you guys!
That's what you wanted the whole time.
Psych. No, so she looks at it, turns it over, messes with it. No, I'm not familiar with this word. Where is it you said you got it?
We got it from Nimblewright, one of the... Nimblewright was his name, or was that his...
Nimblewright is what
type?
he is. Nim was his name.
Nim wasn't. Okay. We got it from a Nimblewright named Nim to help us find... I guess he created something else like him, and it's supposed to help us find him. But we're not sure how it works.
Nimblewright, you say. There... I will say there was a boat that just docked that had some nimble rights on there. So maybe somewhere you can look. But other than that, I mean, this is clearly somebody made this. That's a master tinkerer. You feel the magic essence in it, but this does not seem like something that we've run across before. These magic items are clearly throughout the world, and this must be one of the undocumented ones.
And
You said there's a boat?
is that down in the dock ward that boat was
Yep. So the
stationed?
that's typically where all the boats are when they dock here. I mean, it is customary to go into the dock ward.
Mm.
But yes,
I like your style.
we do get reports that it's not every day you see a nimble right.
Well, that is good to know. So, Jackson, maybe remember that next time we're down there.
Do you know which dock they're at? I know there's quite a few down there.
That I don't. You can maybe ask around. We don't investigate the weird. We just hear about it.
What about a description of the boat or a name?
I don't have that either. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I suppose that the boat full of nimble rights would draw some attention. So.
I would think so. We'll have to keep our eye out.
So I guess I will speak for myself, but I'm sure the party agrees that we will go talk to this Chlem. But I guess we need to know where we are going.
Well, so it's you'll want to scale the Mount Waterdeep, and I can actually.
Can you tell me? Would Val know
Yeah,
where that is?
so there's a mountain
okay,
here in
there.
Waterdeep, and it's on the south side of the mountain. And she kind of just points it out to you, like right here.
Good. That is kind of on the way to the dock ward. So there we go. Okay, so we just scale the mountain, talk to Chlem, ask him what the threats are, and then come back and report to you.
Easy
You
enough,
give us
right?
You give us some gold. We get another job, and we do it all over again.
Well, you do this job, then we review how you did this job, and we will
Well,
consider
review this.
further payment.
okay.
Gotta love internships.
I mean, we don't have many other options because
We're doing it for the exposure.
That's what she said.
nobody else is paying up. So why not? We will contribute to the charity of Waterdeep. Okay, I guess that is Vajra. So I do just. My curious mind wants to know, like, how you were able to speak into my head. It was shocking.
It's simple magic, and you hear it again. It is the spell of sending, and that's only into your head.
Oh, that is interesting. Okay, I mean, can you like maybe give me a warning?
Knock
Like
knock.
Yeah, like a beep or two, and then I know that there is a voice coming next time.
Beep. Beep.
Beep boop. Yeah, just like that. It was scary.
Please leave your message at the tone.
She should do the hello.
Anybody home?
As she slowly walks in.
You have a
your
call
head.
from the county jail. Do you accept the charge?
Collect
Damn,
call
like-
from Vajra. Do you accept?
Oh, collect calling. Practice is over. Come pick me up. I've never
We
done
got
that.
a baby eat the boy.
Add a baby eats a boy. Vajra, so you said this lamb is kind of maybe don't stay too long. Like he's rather short.
Yeah, he's well, he lives in a cave.
That's
So he's not he doesn't care much for the city, but he lives above it. Don't ask
Okay.
me. It's a long story that clearly you and I don't have time for.
Yes.
But
Is there a particular time that would be best to visit him?
he doesn't
Or-
get out much.
It doesn't matter. Okay. Anything else we need to know about Mount Waterdeep? I've never
Just be
approached
careful.
it. Oh,
I'm sure you guys, with your skill and expertise, can figure it out pretty easily.
yes. We will. I mean, Raynor did not lie to you when he said that we were good at what we do. Okay. I guess we will come back when we talk to Helen.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Does everybody else do it?
Yep, I follow.
Yeah, I'm going along. Yeah, I'm cool.
I'll follow, but distracted, keeping my eye on that stupid little spinning umbrella.
I was just looking at it like this down the way. Oh my god.
Yep.
And
Like a kid playing a Game Boy Color.
it's like Groot when he's playing on his. So as calm down. As you leave, the door just instantly closes behind you, and so are you heading straight to the dock ward?
I think we should probably get this mountain over with.
So yeah, he's on the south
But
side
what-
here.
What if the boat leaves?
I guess that is a good question.
That is a good point, Templeton. I did not think about boats leaving.
All right,
we
well
don't
let's
know
let's
where
do
they
this. Let's maybe walk by the mountain and get kind of a view from afar as we head to the dock ward.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So which way are you going?
What is that? The Street of Silks? And then to Waterdeep? And then to the Way of the Dragon?
Okay.
Or Snail Street?
Way of the Dragon.
I don't know. Snail Street sounds
Yeah, Snail Street.
pretty invigorating.
I think the traffic's really bad that time of day in
Oh
Snow
my
Street.
God.
But
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those where it's like Iceland and Greenland. The Way of the Dragon, you think it's going to be really fast, and it's like fucking slow. And Snail Street, man, everybody's just moving along.
Definitely. I mean, there's a lot of snail traffic that you gotta watch out for. So as you head down Snail Street, when you turn onto Waterdeep Way, and you start heading east towards Snail Street, the umbrella at the top, Jackson, spins slower. As you turn down Snail Street and you start heading back towards the docks, it spins a little bit faster.
Jackson.
Okay.
And then when
It
you
definitely seems like it's like a range thing.
and when you get to right here, the corner of Fish and Snail, wanting to head south past Fish, you see it slow down just a little bit.
Stop.
Okay. So I'm gonna just slowly walk backwards until I get back to the Fish Street, or the intersection of Fish Street.
Okay. And it picks back up to where it left off at that point.
I'm
Now
gonna
that-
start with walking kind of quickly down Fish Street to the next intersection.
Now that Jackson, like we're on the trail and Jackson's like locked into that, I want to take and start looking out and see anything coming up or any suspicious activity.
Suspicious as in what?
Just as we see this thing start to pick up, is there any? I'm obviously looking for those nimble rights. Anybody else that maybe like catching us doing weird things in the street?
Okay, give me a perception check.
Ooh, nat 20.
You see a lot of coming and going. So, it being winter and a lot of like there's certain paths that can come in, and so a lot of these like giant ships. So as you look and you start to look down Fish Street, you see 3 giant like galleon ships.
Ooh.
That
Okay.
are bigger than the other, like just simple boating. And a lot of like the small boats have been picked up and moved out of the water for the winter, and some of the bay has frozen over. There's parts where the ships come and go and it breaks the ice and it keeps it kind of flowing so it doesn't always ice over. But the 3 galleons are large and very noticeable. You do see like fishmeisters carrying boxes of fish, like crates of fish throughout the street to different shops, to different factories, to different areas. You see some a group of maybe corner workers that
What workers? What'd you say?
they're just street workers
Okay.
of both variety of male and female.
Oh, Jackson, avert your eyes.
I'm just not even paying attention. I'm too enthralled by this thing.
You keep your nose down.
Having said that, I think I would have heard you say like something about. I would have understood the idea of what you were saying, but not what you were saying. I'm going to stop and start looking around.
But yeah, so nothing suspicious
we
to
have work to do.
your eyes.
So I think we should keep going until we get to those galleons and see for sure. I mean, what's the twirly thing doing? Is it still going?
It's going faster as you head.
Oh,
Calm down.
sorry, Val is a little bit excited.
I can tell.
We keep moving forward.
Yeah, so as you move further west along Fish Street, you hit this area here. So the 1 galleon is here, 1 is here, and 1 is here.
Okay.
So the one that is docked here, you can catch at this point the name, and it's the Eye Catcher.
Does it live up to its name?
Yes, it does. It is. It is like if
So
you wanted to call a ship sexy, it's a sexy ship.
Okay.
And then
Well-
you can't read the names of this one or this one,
Okay.
but they look like the same fleet, different, a little bit smaller, a little bit less regal.
Okay. Let's head to this one in the middle, and see what happens. Since that's the one we're kind of closest to. Yeah, I think I'll continue down that road, heading towards the dock itself. I guess we need to be aware that last time this person was seen in the streets, they threw some fireballs, so that is always a possibility.
Okay. So as you approach the dock, there are 2 guards, not City Watch guards, that are kind of blocking entrance to the end of the dock. They are dressed in gold and purple attire, and they are 1 female, 1 male, 6 foot tall human. They're each about the same height. Very tall. The tallest I've ever seen. Big hands.
It's not
Great
like
hair.
cabbage.
Great hair.
And are they clearly blocking
Yes.
the dock from anyone going further? Okay. And umbrella's still spinning?
Very fast.
Okay.
Fastest you've ever seen it.
not too fast. I guess we will approach them and say, "Excuse me, what is? Can we take a look at the ship a little closer? It's rather beautiful."
No, official business only.
What does it? I mean, we just want to. I want to admire the craftsmanship.
I'm
mean,
gonna have to
my
ask you
friend
to
here-
admire it from where you're standing.
That's funny.
We are looking for a nimble, right? Have you seen one?
Yes, there are 2 aboard this ship.
All right, we need to speak to one.
And may I ask who's needing to speak to them?
Oh my
We
god,
were
what the
sent
fuck
by
is my
Maybe-
last
I think maybe I
name?
was
Alesta
playing.
Vasco.
Alesta, and what were you saying? Short stack?
Whoa, calm down.
There's 2 short stack.
I think I was playing a little coy with you when I said I wanted to admire the craftsmanship. We are sent here from the temple, and we need to speak with the nimble rights on board.
We are friends of Nim.
We are sent specifically to speak with them from Nim.
The temple doesn't ring a bell here. I mean, there's several temples, and
Well-
Nim. Not sure where I'm tracking what you're saying.
I'm sure that the nimble rights, the 2 that are on board, would.
Well, they don't really speak or do anything other than the Lord's command. I mean, they were gifts to him from, powerful wizards. People say.
What lord do they serve?
His name is. It's Lord Zardoz.
I'm sorry, Bob. What?
Zardoz. Everybody's typing real fast.
Well, we are sent here from the Temple of God, and they wanted us to speak with the nimble rights, or at least have a council with them, just to understand why they are here, and to see if they would like to maybe come and check out the temple themselves and see some of the creations that are there.
Can I roll religion check for Zardoz? Okay, so that is going to be a 19.
It does not pop up in religion. It is not a religious figure.
Well, heck.
And I will remind you that Zardoz does not have business with any temples here.
Well, no business yet. I think that is the reason we are here, and we are sent here is to maybe lend that hand out there to make a connection.
Make a persuasion check.
From the Temple of God to Zardoz. Persuasion. 22. The 19.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll send somebody back to see if he is interested in meeting with your temple. Please wait here. And he turns to the other guard, and she walks back towards the ship.
Well, that is. I thank you very much for
Just do my
this possible
job.
counsel. Yes. So how long have you guys been in port?
A couple.
I should say a couple weeks. And have you made it inland at all? Have you left the dock ward? I mean, I could tell you a couple places to maybe go visit.
Yeah, he's
yourself a drink.
he's had some meetings inland, as you say.
Yeah. Zardoz had meetings. Zardoz himself.
Yep.
That's very nice. As I'm talking to him, I want to see
What's
if
his
there's any-
favorite bar?
I mean, his ship.
Do you have a bar on the
No.
ship?
Like when he goes into town, what's his favorite?
He doesn't drink in town. He drinks on his ship.
That is.
It's safer that way. And what were you trying to do, Valerian?
I was just seeing if there's like any other access point on the ship, any like rigging coming off that's got him tied up that maybe one could shimmy up into in the nighttime hours, or any
Sure.
gangplanks that are kind of down outside that.
So where the line is on the map is where you are with the guards. The ship is here. It's a big round ship. And it is like tied off, and then it
Okay.
has, that.
Right.
And
Okay.
my ship, I will be honest, everybody, my
that's
ship
good.
is not amazing.
It looks like a pill bug turned on its back.
Fix him.
Help me. Help me.
Can I roll history to see if Zardoz sounds familiar?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that is an 11, and then oh damn, my girl's so stupid. So -1. That's
Oh my god. So
Wasn't Zardoz a really terrible Sean Connery film?
yeah, it's the one that we pasted with
He's got the red.
When he's wearing a string bikini?
Yeah.
Okay, back to the game.
no, you've never heard the name before.
Damn it. Okay.
Why are you laughing, Bob?
I will show you here in a second.
I think he's fucking with you. So you've been here for a couple of weeks, and how much longer do you think you guys will be here?
I'm not sure. As soon as he finishes his business.
Is it important business? I mean, maybe we can.
Well,
can help anyway.
I think that's none of your business.
Oh, but that is probably true.
And it gets like uncomfortable where he's kind of like, as you're talking to him, he's watching people walk behind you and just keeping an eye out.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll kind of sit and wait.
You just like pop a squat.
Well, stand.
Okay, what's everybody else doing?
I'm probably just staring at this fella. Because I don't like his tone. He called Val short stack, and that's not nice. So I'm just going to kind of stare him down.
Okay. Jackson, what are you doing?
I think I've just been standing there listening to the conversation,
Just staring at the thing?
waiting
like,
to see
as
if I can't. Yeah, it's still kind of just like pointing it around up in the air, seeing if it reacts any differently while we're here, especially as this close to this. Kind of only maybe half paying attention to the conversation.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper and some crayon and try and draw the ship.
Okay. So 5 minutes goes by after the awkward silence has, fell upon you. And the other guard walks back out and follow me, please.
Thank you. I am glad that somebody is clear. Yes. Kind of making eyes at the one guard that stayed by and, yeah, walk past him.
And so how's this going? Because you got enough to maybe walk 2 by 2 down this dock.
I guess I'll be in front, kind of right behind
I'm going to be the last to get on the ship.
that guard.
Okay. Templeton, Jax, where are you two falling in?
Yeah, I will kind of like whisper to Templeton. Yeah. Templeton, time to put that away. We may need you.
Yeah, I'll stuff it in my pocket. I'll stay towards the front, right by Val.
And I'm going to be a little bit behind, maybe last at first. Having been distracted, I'm just like, oh shit, everybody else is gone. And I'm going to see where they're at and kind of run and catch up with them. And I'll just walk next to Alesta.
Okay. So as you walk up, it's pretty normal ship top. She takes you up the ramp and into the top of the ship, and then down one floor. And she opens the door to this floor, and so what you do see is the dining cabin is beckoned with golden filigree, the purple curtains festooned with silken tassels, the wood paneling scented with perfume. A magnificent feast laid out on a golden platter sprawls atop a mahogany table of exquisite craftsmanship. Even the doilies are something to behold. Standing behind it all, with a wine of glass in hand, is a well-built, scantily clad man. His scarlet apparel, designed to accentuate his trim figure and bountiful chest hair.
It is fucking not.
Is this
It
Wizards
is
of the
fucking
Coast?
not.
Yes!
It is
Oh my
fucking
god!
not.
See, Bob, I thought you were fucking with us, and you just came up with a name. Just
I thought so too. I was like, I know where you
fucking-
grabbed that name from.
god damn. I like it.
For everybody at home, Google Zardoz, Zardoz, and and
Sean Connery.
bask in the glory
Um,
of the chest hair.
fuck. I thought you were messing with us. So the craftsmanship, does it look anything like the Temple of Gond type craftsmanship, like the intricate kind of machinery, or is it just
different.
expensive?
Different.
Stuff.
It's very
Okay.
expensive, very well built. It's not like
Okay.
technologically advanced. It's just time, period that you're in. It is just top of the line. So designed to accentuate his trim figure and bountiful chest hair, a flashy rapier hangs from his stylish belt. And he says, "Welcome aboard the Eye Catcher." And he says, flashing his pearly white teeth, "Zardoz Zord, at your service. Please, have a seat. Join me. Would you?"
Of course, we would love to join you.
If I get some chest hair on my plate, I'm gonna be really upset.
I will take a seat at
Okay.
the table.
I will stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand behind Val.
I will
I'll
also
sit.
stand behind them.
Oh, no, please, everybody, have a seat. This feast can't go to waste.
I cannot sit physically ever.
Her knees do not bend. It's
Yeah, my
weird.
knees. It is my knees.
Well-
I'll sit down in the seat next to Val, I guess.
Jackson,
I'll take
we
the seat
do.
on the other side of him.
Yeah, we
I
do
also
not
want to be
do-
like pretty on the lookout. Can I like roll like, I don't know, investigation or perception or something?
What are you
Kind of
looking
like
for?
be on the look. I'm like literally just like keeping an eye out to see if there's anything like. I'm keeping an eye out so that if anything is to happen, like how someone should have definitely rolled something during the red wedding, like basically like that. I'm
Okay.
doing that. I'm doing what they didn't do.
If you're looking specifically at what he's doing, insight check. If you're just looking around the room, perception check. Or both.
Okay.
Everybody can do this if you would like.
Okay, I'll do mostly perception because perception and then perception. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 21. I got a 19 plus 2.
Okay. So yeah, he's very open. And the picture says it all. That's what he's wearing, and he's not trying to hide anything. He's there. You don't see anything. But after you all sit with Alesta standing, which he again insists, please have a seat. Is there another way I can make you comfortable? I mean, standing surely is...
Well,
I am never comfortable.
yes, she does not like things.
Well, then the more for the rest of us, am I right?
That's true.
And
it is funny that you are so welcoming, but your guards out there are kind of
they
crab apples.
Yeah. I mean, you can never be too careful. Am I right?
That is good. Yeah, you don't want just any person coming on your ship, which is a beautiful ship, by the way. It is the
Did
prettiest
you see the
one.
other two?
Are those yours as well?
Yes.
Yeah. What are their names? Are they Eyecatcher 2 and 3, or do they have?
Oh, no. One is the Heartbreaker, and the other is the Hellraiser. I mean, clearly perfect names for everything that we have. So
Heart or Heart?
Heart, like a Heartbreaker. Like the movie with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sigourney Weaver. And Gene Hackman. Also a good movie.
Okay, now you're just throwing out ones that I haven't heard before.
Okay, and so during this conversation, Travis Jackson, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of sitting there and just listening to the guy talk. I have the wand thing with me out, probably just resting on the table though, not in my hand anymore.
So you're not using it?
Not at this exact moment. I was probably holding it on the way in, but I would have, once I got to the table and sat down, I would have set it down on the table since I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so as you hold it on the way in, just retcon a little bit, it did speed up. So about a minute into this, in his flashiness, enters a Nimblewright holding a decanter of liquid, clearly. And he stops. The Nimblewright stops at each person and offers you a drink.
Oh, yeah. As he comes to me, I'm definitely like checking him out. Does he look like Nim?
Sort of. Same kind of shape, but just a different. So I'll put the hand out for everybody again. So it's the same like build and structure in the way it walks. Different parts were used. It's not wearing the tunic or the vest. It doesn't have the hat. It doesn't have a sword.
It reminds me of TikTok from Return to Oz.
It's fair.
Having seen him enter the room, and before he gets to me, I'm going to pick the thing up off the table and squeeze it again and see if it reacts any differently now that he's actually in the room.
Yeah, it's very fast. Very, very, very fast.
Zardoz, where did you get your little Nimblewrights commissioned? I mean, who made these for you?
I can't remember. It's been many years ago. One of the wizards out of Lanton, I believe.
So you've had this particular one for a while, then?
Yes, and the pair, and the other one comes in holding a tray of meat, actually.
Inside check? Can I inside check him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are these
14.
Yeah, I was going to ask how long they've been with him too.
Okay, for a while. And with a 14, you don't pick up anything that he's being dishonest or, nothing sets you off in the way that you would not trust what he's saying.
What about the Nimblewrights themselves? Like, do they look nervous? Do they look uncomfortable?
No, they have they're no motion. They're not like.
They're constructs with no
Yes,
souls.
they're constructs that are less humanoid than Nim was. So they're like animated objects at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So Nim was like autonomous and everything, and these
Yes.
things don't really seem to be
Yep.
autonomous, like from what we can tell so far.
They're clearly doing what their task is, and that's it. There's no
Okay.
facial expression. There's no movement other than what the task, and that's it.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, are these? Do you have more than just these two? They're so fascinating. I just have never seen something like this before.
Yeah, that's why they are. Clearly, these aren't everywhere, and they are in this ship because of. What other, how else do you present trophies other than just putting them on display?
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I mean, if you got it, you better flaunt it, But you don't have any more than these two? These two right
I
here?
just have the pair. So, what does bring you here? You say you're on business from a temple?
Well, loosely, we work for the Temple of Gond, and I mean they have some constructs like this that they put on display as well. You should make your way up there. They have them all out for everyone to see. It's quite amazing. And we heard you were in town, and that the Temple of Gond just wanted to make like a little contact with you and see what was happening.
Oh, whereabouts in the city is it?
Oh, it's so far north, but it's the Seaward. So I understand because you probably don't want to walk out in the cold with that outfit on. You don't make it too far out of your ship. I get it, but it is quite far north in the city.
Oh, well, I mean, I would be interested. I mean, I do own clothes. So you guys are official ambassadors of this temple?
Yeah, you could say that. We are, kind of like a third-party contractor, but yeah.
So what does Gond represent? What deity is it?
Well, I think it is. Is it that the deity is Gond?
You tell me.
Well, no, that was like me asking the GM.
Yeah, it's the Temple of Gond.
Yeah, worships Gond.
He is the inspired hand.
Yeah, they worship like constructs like this, like your two people. I hesitate to call them servants, but these two beings that you have here, they worship them, and they kind of they hold them in high regard. And maybe there's some inside knowledge. They knew that you had some and wanted to make contact with you.
Well, interesting. And he sits down in kind of like a lounge chair, and it's like not like disgusting. Like I'm not gonna play that game.
Hello, big boy.
Yeah. Hey guys, he's spread eagle. No. He like lounges in the chair and kind of makes himself comfortable.
Sharon Stone and Basic Instinct.
No, absolutely not. So the Temple of Gond. It's interesting. What?
Yeah.
What? So what do you want?
Well,
There was a giant fireball that murdered 8 people, and it was thrown by a Nimblewright, and now we're looking for the Nimblewright.
Oh,
Lesta, why don't you just get right to it?
Thank you, Val. I thought that was pretty good. But yes, so we went to the Temple of Gond, and then we ran into a Nimblewright named Nim. Heard that there was another Nimblewright, but this one was rogue, and then we heard that you were here. And so then we were like, okay, well, that might be a lead. And so we came here, and now we're standing here in front of you. Or I am. Everybody else is sitting.
Oh, well, I mean, right to the point. I love that about you. I can tell you my 2 Nimblewrights here didn't do it. They are perfectly harmless, and they never really leave the ship unless it's for the parades that we march in.
What
Did you say parades?
Yes.
Did you say parades?
Oh, I didn't tell you what my other ships are. My other ships, when not in winter, in the summer times, and well, not here. I mean, we travel across the world, and there's different areas that are, warmer and nicer than this place at the moment. But my ships carry entertainers, they carry caravans, they carry exotic animals, you name it. And we like to present what we have to the people, and it always brings a big attraction.
And you don't do it in winter?
Well, we don't do it here in winter. We're just doing a quick stop here.
I'm gonna look at the ground, kind of sad. Okay.
Boomer.
But come back in summer, and I'm sure we can make a trip back here just for you. And what were your names? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. I gave you mine, but how selfish of me to not ask. Where are my manners?
I'm Jax.
Hello.
Jackson, my name is Val.
I'm Alesta Vasco.
Templeton.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you all.
Well, like my friend said, we are representatives to the Temple of Gond, but at the same time we are investigating a Nimblewright that went kind of rogue and has been seen throwing fireballs in the middle of the street.
Do you know why they would be throwing fireballs?
Presumably to murder 6 people.
I heard an interesting story that they murdered one of what's his name?
Do you want me to tell you?
Well, murdered one of Neverember's friends.
Wait, so you knew about this?
Oh, I mean, it's big news. We've heard of it. I didn't know it was done by Nimblewright.
Ah, I see.
Who is Neverember again?
Raynar Neverember.
Okay.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Did we recognize?
I don't think you know who that was.
That is interesting information that we did not know. I mean, along with Neverember's friend, there was some other bodies in the street that, like, as I recall, there was a couple Zentarum in there, right?
Yep, correct.
So, as I recall, there was a couple representatives of the Zentarum faction that have been killing people in the streets as well.
You know, every city has its problems. I don't bore myself with that stuff. The things that do interest me are So I did hear he was holding something, and that's what they were after. Is this true?
You mean Mr. Neverember's friend was holding something?
Yeah, correct.
Well, not to our knowledge. Sorry, I gotta find my notes on that day.
I know something you found.
A cloaked man stole something from a small man.
High quality note taking.
There's one short gentleman in a cloak. Something was stolen.
It was Val.
It was Val. Valerian.
Well,
You also found that necklace after the fact.
yes. Well, we have eyewitness account that yes, something was stolen by a shorter man in a cloak.
Interesting. Do you happen to know what it was?
I have no idea, but I did find this too, and I will take out that necklace and I'll put it on the table. This was found at the scene. Do you happen to know what this might be? And then I'll kind of push it towards the center of the table.
Yeah, he picks it up and looks at it. So it is the necklace that was posted in the handouts. If anybody needs a refresher. Oh,
It's
yes.
got a couple
This
pearls.
This may be the source of your fireball.
Excuse me, this is just a necklace.
My boy, it is more than just a necklace. It is a necklace of, well, Fireballs.
So you are
So
you
you've
are
been-
telling me the fireball that was ignited in our street came from this necklace. Why would?
Well, it
Why
could
would
have.
they
I mean,
be-
it could have. This necklace certainly has been used. You see these other. And he points to the ones that are missing the pearls. These are spent fireballs, you would say, but and I think we said there's 3 left. Two or three.
Two.
These 2, if you pluck them and throw them, it would be your fireball that you said happened.
That is okay. That is interesting. I would not mind having that back then. But this was not the thing that was stolen, obviously, because it is in our possession. So there was something else there that somebody was looking for. But this does not get us any closer to finding the nimble right that did cast this fireball, or
Right.
get us closer to the cloaked man.
I do apologize that I couldn't be of more help, but it is interesting that you are so close to this. It has made big news, and certainly, the heroes that saved Raynar are so close to his friend's death.
So
It's
Can I-
just one of those things that happen.
can I do an insight check on that? Like,
You
he-
certainly can.
does he know more than he's telling us? Because he just said the heroes that saved Raynar. I don't know how he would know that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are any of his like hench fellas, hench folk,
Hinge
um,
persons?
hench persons?
Hench people.
Are any of them like in the cabin?
Nope.
It's just like
Just-
in the nimble right.
Just you and Zardoz.
That's a 15 on insight.
Was somebody helping? Did somebody say that?
I mean,
No,
I've
I was
been
gonna-
kind of keeping track. I mean, unless it's like, that's been kind of my intent the round. So I don't know if that gives advantage or not.
What
But
were you saying, Travis?
I was just going to ask: Are the nimble rights still in the room?
They're just standing at like attention at the
Okay.
like entrance. Go ahead and roll with advantage since it's technically Alesta's helping you.
Oh, that's better. That's a dirty 20. Or no, sorry, 18. 18.
a filthy 20.
It's close.
So within 18, you get the sense that he does know more than he's letting on, and something's a little off.
Good.
Something's a little off.
In the sense that there's
Well, he knows more about us than
Yeah,
I think.
there's more to him than meets the eye. How about that? They're much like Transformers.
He's a transformer.
He's
That's what it says.
who's he? Jukebox? Is that a guy?
He's
Beatbox?
Starscream.
Think
Juice
of
box.
Shockwave.
What was going on with his crew? Like, was there anything weird about his crew?
No, they were just asshole guards.
They're all dressed in similar bikinis with. It's
They have purple
They were-
bandoliers that cover nips. That's it.
They were totally last season, so you didn't deign to mention.
Zardoz, I cannot help but notice that it seems that you know a little bit more about us as well, than your.
How did you find out about us?
Oh, I mean, adventurers are the talk of the town here in Waterdeep, and while I do not care for the politics of the city, I do care for those that, make a name for themselves.
Well, I was not aware that our name was getting that big, but I am interested to hear what you have heard about us and why we are a topic of conversation for you.
I mean, surely you've been contacted by more than just me. I mean, I didn't contact
Well, you did not contact us. we came finding you.
Certainly, among certain circles, your name has crossed the topic of conversation.
And what circles would those be?
If you ask, you are not a part of them. I'm sorry. It's not an offense. It's just, you know, when you earn a certain stature, you get to be a part of these circles.
Well, the next question
which circle did you hear about us from?
It's the ones that look for adventurers, dear boy.
Well, if being...
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
Well, I'm not going to just outright tell you what I know. It's not.
Well,
that's who I am or what I'm here for.
Was it the Harpers? Are you talking about the Harpers? The Harpers who don't like being discussed?
I am not speaking of the Harpers.
So, if...
So is that a yes? And I want to, like, stare him down. Can I roll intimidate?
You can.
Okay, that is...
You cut out.
That is a 19.
He doesn't change his demeanor, or...
Oof. He is still... Well, let me put this bargaining chip on the table. And I'll kind of, like, drop my hand down a little bit. It's a metaphorical bargaining chip, but... if we are becoming such a big name, and you know us, and we are a commodity... Why did you let us up here? Then there is some kind of motive from you. I mean, looking around, you have your indentured servants here, you have your nice doilies, and your this outfit. Why did you let us up here? I mean, I am not a dummy, and you are not being... You are hiding something from us.
This entire time, he has not, like, shifted in his chair, gotten uncomfortable, uneasy. He just looks at you and says, I'd like to know who my competition is.
What does that mean? We are...
Thought you said you were a circus.
Oh, dear boy.
Captain, you are exactly correct with that.
But please, everybody, let's continue our meals. Be merry, and we can just chat of the things that.
No. We are a competition. I don't know what that means. If in the sense of the word competition, you must be. You defeat the competition.
What are you competing for?
Well, there's clearly a winner and a loser.
Well.
And he kind of looks around. He's like, look around. I'm very used to winning.
Well, Zardoz, I don't know if you know this, but we have our own.
Losers?
We have an estate. No, we have an estate that is.
We're landowners.
We are.
I'm a homeowner. I don't know if you know this.
Homeowner myself, and it is something to speak of. It is a spectacle to behold.
Oh, maybe I'll make a visit up there one day.
I will welcome you in. We have our own servant, but I want to get back to this conversation of competition. What are we competing for?
Oh, if you don't know, then it's not much of a competition, is it?
Well, then, I cannot play the game if I don't know the rules, and if you are not willing to tell me...
You're the one that said competition.
Yeah, you're the one who introduced this word. Don't be coy.
Then it looks like I'm winning. It's a race. I hope I win.
Okay, Mr.
It's me!
That's also another movie quote.
Well... Again, I would love to play this game with you, and if you are truly a man of competition and you like this idea, then you you will kind of welcome us into this agreement, and I will gladly go up against you.
Well, clearly you're after the Never Ember fortune.
No,
Then
I'm after information. That's why I'm here. That's why we are here. And you're not really giving it. And that is not very merry or very comforting, the things that you seem to want to do.
So,
I may have misjudged my contenders.
I believe you have. We have no ill will to Mr. Never Ember. And this is interesting that one of his friends died in front of our house, and you have just told us that you are against him.
Well, I'm not against him by any means.
Well,
It's
a competition.
It's also interesting that the circus master seems to believe that we are after some sort of fortune, and also calling us potential competition. So tell me, sir, what is the truth? What is your circus? Is it a lie, or does it actually exist?
Oh, I don't believe I said anything of a circus.
Your festival, your Templeton, what is it called? The thing you were excited about.
A parade.
The parade. The parade.
We're a group of entertainers.
A group of that's like the least important part of what I just said. The least important part.
And that's what I am, and that's what I'm here for. And clearly, you are entertainers as well, and that is what I meant by competition.
Look at me. You know I'm not entertaining. Don't bullshit me.
Well, you're here
kind
with.
of entertaining.
I mean,
Templeton.
look
Very
at
nice.
look at the motley crew that you're here with. You have the very, very, very tall, and he looks over at Templeton, to the very, very short, and he looks over at Valerian. I mean, it's you have the entire spectrum. Clearly, you're entertaining somewhere.
I mostly punch things.
He's the strong man.
Are we entertaining
No.
you right now?
I'm very entertained. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
You got that one.
Got that one, I got
This is like talking. This is like talking to the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. What the fuck, man?
No, I am not entertained because I am being.
Then have a seat. Drink
I am
the
sitting.
wine, eat the food, and we will all be entertained together.
So this is Devin. Like, let's piece the fuck out on this dude.
What is? I'm like, okay. I'm like trying to figure out. You're at that weird crux where it's like, oh, you know, this in character thing would probably really fuck everybody else up and take a lot of time. But
Yeah, I'm getting like murder hobo vibes.
I am too.
from whom?
No, from me. Like
Oh.
I want. That's what.
You want to murder hobo this?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to punch this guy in the
Yeah,
face
he's pissing me off.
repeatedly.
I am not willing to sit here and drink your wine that you, who knows where you got it or the means that you got it. I'm not willing to sit here as you have your little servants bring you out trays of food. I'm not willing to sit here as you have guards that feign power over those that walk up to them. I'm not willing to sit here as you flaunt your boats here in the harbor of Waterdeep. And we are not in competition with one another.
Am I still using my 16 intimidate thing, or do I need to re-roll, or can I just like make myself really big and lean over the table to him and be like, I am not entertained, and I do not want to entertain this conversation any longer. Give us the information or any information that's actually useful, and we'll leave.
So he's not intimidated. I'll tell you that.
Rude.
So we're still using your original roll, and he rolled higher. He kind of chuckles now. He's like, "How about this? How about a duel? Me versus whomever you pick. Your best."
And then what? What
And
does that get you?
If you win, I will share all of my information. If I win, you will share all of your information.
What kind of duel? Like
A fight.
crossbows? Okay.
Yeah, not to the death. Nobody needs to die. We're not uncivilized in over here, I would imagine.
Fists?
Weapon of choice.
Well, I think I'll look at Templeton. And then I'll look back at Zardoz. I think I have a somebody who is willing to be your competition if that is the way we go, but I don't. Are you sure you know what you are getting into?
Are you asking that to me?
Yeah, to Zardoz.
Oh, I'm. And he kind of looks at all of you, top to bottom. He's like, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm getting into.
Can I cast sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to cast sleep.
All right. So sleep is you
I hate
roll a
this
bunch of
spell.
dice, and
Roll 5d8.
yep. So you take the total, and if your total is higher than his hit points, he's asleep.
Okay.
He's
Gotcha.
probably got like 5,000
5,000 hit points. And
So how many D8?
5.
5d8.
5d8.
Okay,
That's 40.
Okay.
If
40
you,
total.
If you crit everything,
8,
ooh,
7,
15,
6. Hey, we're counting down.
21,
Count back up. Count back up.
7,
Yeah.
28.
8.
28.
3.
That's 5.
31.
That's
31.
5.
Ah. Okay. I don't know how many that was, guys. I
What?
wasn't paying
31.
What does it look like when you cast a spell?
attention. Am I within arm's length of him?
You're probably 5 feet. He's across the table from you.
I'm just going to Alesta just is like, I'm done with this conversation for now. And waves her hand and he just
Well, he doesn't do that.
all right. Well, he's supposed to fall asleep. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, so he doesn't fall asleep, and
God fucking damn it.
he kind of feels it, on the brain. He's like, So are you the one that would like to duel?
I think
Points to you, Alesta.
I was
Well,
really
that is-
hoping that he would just fall asleep and we could search your room, but I'll be honest, I don't like you, and I would be happy to raise my sword against you.
How about this? I have one
But-
arm tied behind my back.
How about this? How about you take on my orc friend here and you understand what it feels like to be hit with a fist the size of a cannonball. I mean, you can see his fists there sitting right there on the table. Well, how about we just cut the charades and you help us out and give us this information.
Well, what information are you looking for?
I want to know who cast that fireball outside my front door. I want to know why you are trying to rob Never Ember of his fortune and what you have to
certainly
gain
not
from it.
robbing him of his fortune. You've clearly you understand this.
He has money and you want it.
He has no money, and his father had money, which he hid somewhere in the city, and I want that money.
But okay, that is good to know.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me pull out my...
Well, what are you going to do with a fortune like that? You have. It seems like you have everything that you need.
I mean, we always want more, don't we?
No.
Depends on what it is.
No.
There are things that I want more of. There are things that I want less of.
More money, more problems, am I right?
I have a feeling you are not actually a winner. You just find the losers and take what they can from them. It seems like you're more of an opportunistic type as opposed to the one ahead of the curve.
Well, to each their own. I'm standing here on my fleet of ships and he looks at Alesta, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're in some raggedy clothes. Your armor's not polished.
She polishes her armor. She takes care of that. It's her baby.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean she has nice looking scale armor. She looks kind of noble-ish. She comes from a good background. The cloth that's covering her face looks nice, but like she's not like clearly. I mean, she kind of smells like a goat.
I mean, there's certain things that Alesta takes pride in, and then certain things that you've given up, one might say. And so
Yes.
he kind of goes, well, I mean, I feel like I'm winning at the game of life. And to each their own. We each choose our own paths. So
I want to fight him.
Well,
What'd you say?
I want to fight him.
I would prefer not to fight. I just want to go.
Alesta, I now kind of whisper to Alesta, I think we got what we needed from here.
You're probably right. If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't want to fight someone who didn't fall asleep at that. I thought it was a pretty powerful spell, but
And
I really fucking hate this guy.
to be
I
honest,
really fucking hate this guy, Val.
he's probably going to cheat anyway, so... well, Zardoz, I think I've made some mistakes in my life, but I am trying to understand one that is bigger than this, coming to meet with you. So I think we call our time here good, and we will be on our way.
well, just announce yourself to my guards, and my ship is always open to you.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
When I am 2 levels higher, I will come back.
I'll come back at level 5.
Back at level 5.
Until that day.
Yes, if we meet again, I cannot wait.
Would
Yeah,
you guys
no,
like
I'll-
some road snacks? I mean, all of this food will go to waste if...
He really wants us to fucking eat. I'm not touching any of that.
No,
food.
I'm not touching any of that. No, I do not need any of this, and I'm going to get up and start walking out the way we came in.
We had water pancakes for breakfast.
I can't say that I ever have, and nor will I ever. But if you are in need of real food, I have it, and feel free. Until the next time, our next meeting, I guess. Valerian, Jackson, Templeton, and Alesta. I bid you farewell.
You as well.
Yeah, and I'm heading out.
Yeah, I don't fucking
Kinda-
like this guy.
I'm kind of stomping my feet a little
He
bit.
kind of reminds
Yeah.
me of he kind
Oh,
of
go
reminds me of Hedonism Bot from what's the show, the space show, The Simpsons, Futurama.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm going to be the last person to leave, mostly because I'm like, I'm not turning my back on this fella. Kind of back out the room. She doesn't look cool doing it. She just does it.
Like, walking backwards?
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't look cool, Bob. I just said that.
Again, to each their own. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do now?
My God.
As we're leaving, can I take a closer look at his crew? Like, I don't trust this bullshit. Like, is there anything weird about them? Like, are they weirdly, like, heavily armed or, like...
They're all monkeys.
All monkeys?
No,
like Planet
they're
of the
normal.
Apes?
They're normal. Like, there's varying races, sexes, sizes. They're normal crewmates, and as you look across to the other ship, you kind of see what he was talking about. The ship being docked up here. You see that it has race cars that go.
Sorry.
It has. No, it has some of the things he's talking about. Maybe every once in a while you see somebody juggling. Look, I can do it too.
Okay, alright.
But it looks, what he said, it looks like that. It does look like a group of entertainers. It does look like he owns all three of these, and the crew does look normal, with the exception of a few guards here and there that look a little bit heavier armed than just standard crewmates. But they're not like, straight murderers. They have nice polished armor. They have, they look just like guards.
It's like the Penguin's henchmen from Batman Returns. They look like they came from a circus.
But not.
Okay.
Oh my God.
There's clowns riding motorcycles.
Penguins with firecrackers stuck to their backs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that guy was a huge asshole.
I do not want to come back here ever again.
I don't want
That
to
is
talk
the
to
type
him
of-
anymore.
That is the type of guy who keeps a loaded dye in his bikini bottom.
I believe
He'll
you.
just kind of look up at the sky like he's trying to contemplate that sentence.
Gross.
Well, at least we learned how how this thing works. It is range. It seems like
Just true, but
And-
none of.
it doesn't help us find this guy though.
And we know about where the fireball came from.
Well, now we found out that apparently Never Ember's fortune is now is at stake here. He is obviously trying to find it. I think the Zentarum are trying to find it. For all we
Yeah.
know, Xanathar is trying to find it.
We've definitely heard about this fortune before.
Can we talk about the irony of, like, Never Ember and fireballs? No? Alright. Never mind. Alright. That's fine.
Irony might be lost on this crew.
Your irony is not lost on me, but we did pick up the information that Never Ember had somebody close to him that died in that fireball.
Maybe
We
we
did not-
should go talk to him.
Never Ember?
Yeah.
It might not be a bad idea to kind of get to the source here and tell him that, hey, people are looking out for you.
Was he at the place where we stayed at when we met everybody?
So out of character, we saved him from the Kenku.
Right, but wasn't he staying at the Yawning Portal?
Him and
Wait, the Kenku?
what-
Oh,
That was
wait. Completely different thing.
This was earlier.
Yeah.
It's not the teenage
Well,
ninja
it
bird.
was the Birdos. They were
Wait.
part of the. They were
Right.
part of the gang,
Yeah.
and we
Oh.
killed a
You
bunch of
saved two of them that were not killed by this group.
But I have written in my notes, Lord de Gault is his father, former head of Waterdeep, has money.
Lord of
The
Waterdeep.
Zentarum want it.
Lord of Waterdeep.
Yeah,
But,
the gold.
but I'm pretty sure he was staying at the Yawning Portal.
I think maybe just to recuperate, but he has his own.
Do we know where that is? Damn it.
And I feel like, and I hope this isn't me metagaming. If it is, tell me. The former Lord of Waterdeep, he got ran out on like some suspicious shit, right?
I think it was said that. I think Neverember told you that he was thought to be embezzling
Yeah.
Waterdavian funds.
Whew. Dug that out of the recesses of my mind.
I was hoping you guys would remember that because that was like session 2.
Yeah.
Clearly, Brittany, you wouldn't have remembered that.
Yeah. She should know.
Come on, Brittany, you're
You
not
should
all
know
caught
these
up.
things. At this point, we can continue walking around the city and.
Well,
I wonder if it seems like your friend, the Bulgaria, Vajra, yes. Yes, I knew her name. I did not know her name. Thank you for reminding me of it. It seems like she and her group seem to know most about the city. Maybe getting in with them will really give us access to, like Wikipedia, as we say in the North.
We can hack the. So
Tweet
what if
the PRAM?
that's what it was? But what if we go do this job for Vajra, and then we have a little bit of bargaining, that maybe she can give us some information. Too, before we leave this area, do we maybe want to have Jackson get close to those ships to see if the thing goes off? Because that guy's a fucking asshole, and he is probably lying. There could be more of these nimble rights. The rogue nimble right maybe in one of the other ships.
Yeah, I didn't trust him, so I think that's a good idea. But even if he's not lying, he could still be down here. We don't know where he is.
Have we figured out kind of a proximity to this thing? Is it possible to tell, like, within what range does like, if we were guessing based off of when it started spinning crazy and when we saw the two Nimbleites, like what the distance was? So we can maybe have an idea of, oh, okay, it must be within 10 feet of us or 100 yards or when it starts spinning crazy.
It started fitting pretty slowly at a fairly good distance because we were all the way down at least Snail Street and Fish Street, and it was picking up speed. And it was still spinning a little bit faster than at home before that.
It's like hot cold. So the closer you get, the faster it goes. It was going as fast as it could when you were right next to him. Travis, when you walked away, I'm assuming you looked at it. As you're walking away, it starts to slowly. Not like normal, not like the original thing you found it. It just slows.
I guess what I'm asking is, would we be able to, from Jax's observing it, get an idea of range as far as like, okay, it seems to be spinning at like 50% capacity, so we're like 300 yards away from one of these things.
Yeah, give me
an estimate.
Yeah, Jax, give me an intelligence check.
That's 18.
Whew. Yeah, you get the idea that. So, okay, as you were walking, the slowest spot was about this line here. Which you should see that on the map.
Ping that.
Ping it. Okay.
So that was the slowest.
Oh, shit. That's like half the city.
And so as you were as Jackson, as you've kind of contemplated this thought, it slowed for a bit as you met that line. And then once you crossed that threshold is when it started to speed up.
Okay.
And so it was like, you kind of imagine it like where you
this
were.
Line?
Which one are you? I don't know what you're pinging. This line here.
I'm pinging. Okay.
Do you see the giant line across the?
Yeah, that was where it was spinning at its slowest.
Yes.
Yep.
But then we crossed it.
So
and it
crossing
started
that is when it first started to speed up.
So imagine this ramps up. So this is the axis here, the cross part. It ramps up as you cross the line, and it was slower to probably here where you were at home. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the southern half of the city is kind of where it's
But
led us.
So when we go
Fuck, man.
southwest, that's like when it starts to.
But think of that for a second. It took a dip when you hit that line, and then once you cross that line is when it started to rise again.
So it's kind of
So it means
pushing
there
us.
must be another one to the north.
Yeah. Okay.
Good brains.
And where's the temple?
This thing is a
above?
literal needle in a haystack
Yeah, it's the worst.
puzzle. Like, this is horrible.
Also, though, why wasn't it going nutso bananas when we were around Nim? Like when we were just outside of the temple, it seems to have decent rain.
He's not a Nimblewright.
He's a wizard.
He made a Nimblewright. He made a
Wizard
Nimblewright.
Harry.
I thought he was a Nimblewright, and he made another Nimblewright.
But he has, like,
Well-
consciousness.
White. Nimblewhite? Nimblewright?
Right. And his name
Right.
is
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
But what we don't know, we just know it spun faster near these ones. We don't know if it's because of one of them or any of them.
Right.
I think it's a chance to test that.
Yeah. Does it just react to all Nimblewrights or the Nimblewright?
Yep.
I'm thinking it's all.
Answer that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Except maybe Nim, maybe because he made it.
Right.
That's a theory.
Well, I don't think he's a true Nimblewright because he has a soul. Like,
And
he's
a
more.
personality.
Yeah.
Gingers do have souls.
He's not just a construct doing a job. Like, he has independent thought.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that
Okay.
like for sure like a hallmark of Nimblewrights, or is it like kind of like having an iPhone 1 and then like having better iPhones? Did that make sense at all?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Like,
Where
would
are you
we
roll-
know that like Nimblewrights, like if they have autonomy usually, or like if it's touch and go, would we know anything about them beyond like what we've met so far, with Nim being one that seems to have autonomy and a personality, and then those two that seem to be more construct?
You can give me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
And if you're all kind of talking about it, you all can do it, or somebody can do
yeah.
it with advantage.
Nope. Rolled a 4.
Oh, mine would be a 9.
I rolled a 2 with a -1.
Oh.
So
We
is
don't
that
know
like
shit.
a clean? Is that a clean one? If it's like against like a dirty
Yeah.
20, is it
Yeah,
like
there
a
you
clean one? A clean one.
Heard it here first. Heard it here first.
You heard it here first, folks.
Heard it, folks, first.
Yeah, you guys don't. You don't know where they are or where they come from.
Okay. So, I have an idea. While we are down here, maybe we go back up to... We go to the yawning portal and... We see what we see. Maybe there's some people we need to talk to, but... Durnan, he might owe us a little bit of a favor for taking care of that troll a few days back. Like, that has earned us enough of a name. I mean, I'm grasping at
A
straws here.
troll? You
Yeah, there
call-
was a time where before we all knew each other that we took out a... It's a long story, but we killed
That's
a
the night we
troll.
all met.
That is the night we met. And our lives have been forever changed.
That's very inspiring.
But, so what time is it? Because I'm
Probably
thinking if
like
it's...
2, 3.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if it's later in the evening, we just grab a room at the yawning portal And then in the morning, we can go hit up Mount Waterdeep. Try to get some information from the Yawning Portal. Go hit Mount Waterdeep. In the morning, go to Vajra. See if we can get some more information.
Ooh, there. Let's go to the Yawning Portal and get some drinks.
You're such an alcoholic.
I didn't forget.
Or we just head right straight to Mount Waterdeep and we talk to Helem
Clem.
while there's still a little bit of daylight.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make some money while we can.
All right, Jackson, your drink will have to wait. We're going to take care of business first.
Aw. Okay.
Sorry.
May as well use the daylight hours while we've got them. It makes...
Is Waterdeep like New Orleans? Could he just totally get like one at a pickup drive-through window and walk around with it?
No.
No open containers on the streets.
I
So
tried
can
to.
we, as we head to Mount Waterdeep, can we kind of go up to the top of this bay and have Jackson have the divining rod and see if it's spinning as we get closer to that other ship?
Yeah. So as you leave here,
I think that's
and
Snail
walk
Street.
this way,
Yeah.
it like the epicenter is a much easier way to say this. Pings only on the ship.
Okay. Alright.
So as you like walk around the ship, the further you get from it, the slower it gets. The closer you get to it.
And we think maybe there's another epicenter up north.
Yeah.
Quite
Maybe. Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
All right. Well, before it gets too dark, we should probably get up this mountain.
Yeah, let's go. I was going to start running for it.
I'm just fucking sprinting.
Jackson.
Yeet.
Nobody's stopping this
Come
guy.
on, guys. It's been a boring day. Let's go have some fun.
So, as Jackson runs, he's barely keeping up with Templeton's feet. He's like, "Hey, come on, guys!" And Templeton's just like, just kidding. Okay, so
How tall is this mountain? Like
Go,
Is it-
gadget legs!
a mountain, or is it a
it's
hill?
like a pretty good mountain. It's a decent. It's a hill, for the most part.
I love the idea of a D&D Inspector Gadget, though. Like, that's amazing.
I will say there are items in this game called adjustable stilts.
Yep.
You can get them. They're a magic item in this module. You just gotta find it. You gotta throw the pots and you gotta cut all the little ferns outside, and then maybe you get a rupee, maybe you get a magic item. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about landscaping as homeowners.
Well, I mean, the best part of Zelda is the landscaping. Let's
That's
be
true.
honest.
That's true. Okay, so we go up the mountain. Alesta is not as...
So we get all the way to the top. What do we see?
Well, hold on. So we got some ability checks to do. Is everybody going up the mountain?
Yeah. What I mean, what do we see as we
sure.
get to the trailhead?
There's no trail. Okay, so there's like a goat's path as best as possible. So it's not like easy
My
to
people.
climb. The smell that is on Alesta originates. So if it were, this is the epicenter of the Alesta smell. Just kidding. So who has heavy armor?
I do.
I think that's just it. And
Mine's light armor.
Mine's leather.
Yeah. So as you're climbing up this hill, so it's pretty good. At the top, you can see a building up there. And then midway down, you do see that cave that Vajra was talking about. So as you're climbing this goat's path, everybody give me a constitution check.
Oh.
Alesta, with
shit.
disadvantage. Alexa, I'm not... No. Stop.
How do you roll disadvantage?
You roll twice and you take
Never
the
done.
lower of the two.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
I rolled a 6!
Yeah, I rolled a 6 too, but I have a +2, so 8.
No, I rolled a 4 with a +2.
A
I
three.
rolled a
Okay.
3.
I rolled a natural 20 and then I rolled a 13. So plus 2 is 15.
We all got fucked.
I got a 4.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So as you guys stand at
4,
the
6, a 4, 6, and a 6.
Well, 8 for me.
8.
We'll just roll down like kiddos on a playground.
as you guys stand at like the base of this mountain, you like, oh, this will be easy, and you start to just tear up it. Travis, he's just cruising, he's ready to go, he's bored.
Yep.
Valerian, you're trying to keep up with Templeton and Jackson. You guys are going to suffer a point of exhaustion. You don't get up very high. Alesta, you're leading the group with no problem. You kind of look back and you see the 3 breathing pretty heavily. And so you make it 3/4 of the way up.
Jax, do you need like a piggyback ride? Are you okay?
It is not funny. I'm trying to like figure out on D&D Beyond where you mark exhaustion.
I know I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Saw it before.
If anybody knows.
Whatever.
Ooh, good thing I didn't
Mark
do
it.
that. It says roll 1d4 points of exhaustion. Good thing
Oh, shit.
Good thing I didn't do that because I rolled a 4.
Damn, what would that be?
That's like dead.
Isn't that like permanent reduction in your hit points?
Conditions. I never remember them off the top
Oh, there
of my
it
head.
is.
Exhaustion 4 is hit points maximum is halved. Disadvantage 3 is disadvantage on attack rolls. 2 is speed is halved. 1 is disadvantage on ability checks. 6 is death.
Death.
5 is
Speed reduced to 0.
Yep. Thank you. So you guys make it up there. You're tired. You have one. Everybody but Alesta has 1 point of exhaustion. Maybe the.
Is that just disadvantage on ability checks?
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. And as you enter this cave, it's a cave. I mean, there's really nothing in here. There's like some hay that's made into a bed, and it opens up. It's decent size. It's enough for you guys to all be in there comfortably. And at the very back of the cave, you do see I should have a handout for you. Halam.
Lama lama ding dong.
So yeah, you see an elderly gentleman, bald, wearing a pretty simple robe. Not much to look at.
How do you pronounce his name, Bob?
I'm just saying Halam.
Okay.
There's
So,
no
okay.
phonetics to say it. I'm sure I
Okay.
can find
Does it have like the heth at the beginning, like the khalam? That's in like Chanka.
You do it.
It doesn't have the phlegm heth, as you're saying.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
going to just say, halam.
Hello.
Hello. We have been sent here by Basha.
She sends some of you recruits up here every once in a while. What is it this time?
Oh shit! What was it? What
We
were
were
we
told
supposed
to
to?
get
Is
news.
that- Zardoz.
We were told to
Zardoz
collect a
guy,
report.
Zardoz.
What are the threats in Waterdeep? Yes, Vajra sent us to ask you what the threats in Waterdeep are currently.
How do I know that you're with Vajra?
She
I can't
spoke to me.
just say this to anybody.
We could describe her to you.
She has nice black boots that go up to about her knee. She carries a book, a black staff. She's got her hair is parted.
Give me
Mid-30s.
give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Me or
She likes to talk to people in their heads. Which, now that I think of it, she could have done that to you, and then we wouldn't have had to have come up here.
16, 19.
Just like sends him an instant message.
Templeton, did you say that?
Yeah,
And he's like,
I did.
that doesn't work on me.
Well, it works on
Well,
me.
it works on us, and she does it to Val. I'll point to Val.
And he's like, maybe one day I can show you that, but mental practice.
I would like to know how to stop it. But she lives in the big tower of
I believe you.
stuck.
What? The only thing I know is that evil's twin hides its face for now.
Whoa.
Expect that to change before winter's end.
Evil's twin hides
its face for now.
its face for now.
Expect that to change before winter's end.
Evil's twin.
Expect that to change
Vajra-
before.
Winter's end. Vajra will know what that means.
Well, in case she doesn't, would you mind expanding on that just a little bit? Just so. I mean, she seemed very smart, but this game of telephone, sometimes you don't know what a telephone is.
Say it as exactly as I told you.
But Klaatu Verata.
Necktie.
But what?
Nobody.
I will say
Nobody.
Yeah, Army of Darkness.
Nope.
Devin knew that. You knew that, Devin.
Yeah. Okay, so I tell her.
Nobody.
Is this it? This is all the evil, the bad things in Waterdeep. Nothing about Zentarum, nothing about Xanathar, nothing about Zardoz.
This is all.
So how do you get this this news up here?
I watch. And he looks at you curtly and goes, Your job is done.
Oh.
You guys, okay, I'm gonna say step back as DM and be like, you guys picked the three assholes back to back, and it's like, that's fine. Tonight's an asshole DM night. I'm sorry, guys.
Can I look around and see if there's any sort of like, what's it called? It's not memorabilia.
There's nothing in here. It is like a cave with hay.
No, like, well, he's like a monk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so is there any sort of like symbol or anything for like a patron?
Just the one on his chest.
And what is that?
I'll show you the handout.
And do I
Yes,
recognize
in the corner.
who it is?
You can give me a
Religion?
religion.
It looks about like the insignia that the hand of the king or queen would have in Game of Thrones.
Oh my god, I got my dog like this super adorable bandana that says Paw of the Queen, and that is completely aside, but it's the best I've ever made.
Totally adorbs.
It's super cute, everybody. I got a 15.
You have seen that, and it is the god of Tyr, Tyr.
That was my old god.
You know it. I forgot that, actually. You do know
You guys should totally be besties. Oh my god, you worship Tyr? I totally.
Oh my god, me too! Before
Hello.
like something really traumatic. And then like I like
And
that.
then you left me to die, thanks,
It's
Tyr.
so funny. Okay. Is there any sort of like parting words that like people that would be respectful for people of Tyr to like say?
Nothing. Alright, if you want to come up with something, I don't have anything off the top of my head.
Deuces.
Deuces, bitch. You should say that. He's not going to say that to you.
That's the
That's
the
like
official.
yeah.
You gotta do
Bye.
the LL Cool J, kiss it, and then drop the peace sign.
Who's LL Cool J?
Too young.
No, I know.
Please.
Yeah, no, I know who LL
Okay.
Oh my god.
He's an actor.
Because he dated Mariah Carey.
He's on a CSI show.
Oh, good. Sorry.
I'll just say something along the lines of like, may his hammer guide you. And that's, can we just say that that's like the parting?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, he's like, and you as well.
Party words should have been doing it well.
God, stop it.
That's the finishing. That's how people of tier finish it. They're just like, do it and do it and do it. And yeah, that's how we do it. We just keep yelling at each other and
Wow.
back away from each other.
Actually,
Yeah, it's pretty special.
and he kind of just, you know, it's thundering. He kind of just heads back deeper into the cave, into the shadows. It's very spooky and mystical.
Oh. I guess we head back down.
This quest is the worst.
It's really bad.
This quest from a just reading it, it's like, this is really dumb. I hope
Like,
you
you're
don't
gonna
do
go
it.
talk to this guy. You're gonna go to this dude. He's not gonna fucking talk to you. And then you're just gonna leave, and you're gonna walk back down the mountain.
That's it. We got what we needed.
You had to make
We are in
two
the-
skill checks, and that's it for this quest.
This
Yeah.
is like the quest in WoW where you have to walk over one building. And put in the quest.
You
This
don't
is like a tutorial.
You don't get much
This is like
experience.
a tutorial quest.
It's like
Click on people to
Yeah.
talk to them.
It's like when it wants you to go to a new area, so explore it. You go talk to them there, and you're like, "Oh, cool! I opened up this new area. Cool." You get 400 experience points as compared to the normal 2,000. But okay, so what are you doing?
Back down the mountain. Back to
Yes,
Vajra.
You guys
We are in
you
the
make
good
it down
graces.
pretty easy.
Let's go. I mean, if we have time, let's head back to Black Staff.
It's probably 4 or 5.
Okay. Can we get back to Black Staff before it closes?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we'll head back there.
Let's go.
Would you like to buy some cookies?
Yes, please. Where?
Oh, sorry, that was to Flesh Smith in the chat. Okay, so yeah, you guys head back to Blackstaff. It's about another hour and a half, so it's 6 o'clock at this point.
Yeah, try the door.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, it's open.
Oh, good. Okay. Vajra, we are back.
And as you walk in,
We have news for you.
the desks that were once there are now full of students. And Vajra is up on like the podium teaching.
This is night school.
It's for the people who work full-time jobs. There's a lot of single mothers there.
Yeah.
There's some, people who are trying to better themselves.
Wizarding is a second language.
Wizarding. I imagine it being like the school.
Earn your bachelor's degree in
Yeah,
4 months.
it's the school that Harold Ramey is teaching in Stripes.
Yeah. Vajra, I'll kind of like try to get her attention without interrupting
She
class.
just puts up a finger. And that's actually where we're going to end it for tonight.
Can take a seat right here, and I will
Sweet.
wait.
Yeah, so we're going to end it here for tonight. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. You know, it's always great. It's so fun to play with everybody here. I'm glad we got to play this week. Unfortunately, we're down Kylie. Hopefully she'll be back next week. She had some personal things to attend to today. And we will see you guys next Thursday, hopefully for another podcast, if we can get it going. And then next Friday for the continuation of what happens to the party. Do they finally get that hard clue that sends them on the path they need to go on.
Close.
The 26th is our next one shot. It is mine. It is a group of Zentarum in the city of Waterdeep. What hijinks can happen there? And then if you're interested in running a one shot with the DadBod crew or just somebody else, click on the Discord link in the Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/DadBodDnd, and just use the exclamation point, I want in. So again, thank you everybody for spending your Friday night with us. We'll be here next Friday, hopefully next Thursday, and we will see you then.
Hey guys.
Night.
Bye.
Actually,